Yeah, sure. So I was just playing on damn Battlegrounds, and I found a locked room that luckily I had a key for. In that room, I found some really good loot. So it made me think, is there a way to get this type of loot even faster? And if so, how fast can you make 1,000,000 coins? So I went to YouTube to look for answers, and I found 3 different methods. And I decided to try every single one to see which one can make me 1,000,000 coins the fastest. Now the first method is really simple. You go into Spaceport, then into the departure building, and there's a little room in there with a lot of loot. And typically this run takes 5 to 6 minutes. And also note that I will do 10 runs on each method to see which one is the best.
Go to the departure building.
I spawned in fairly close to the departure building and headed that way.
Don't shoot.
And I was the first person there, so I started looting. Now I opened every single red locker in that room. And after opening 3 lockers, we were already on 20,000 coins. So I went in and I checked the weapon case. And that also gave us a rare weapon, which kind of surprised me. After I had taken all the loot, I went to the nearest extraction point. Surprised how much we got in a matter of minutes. 37,000 coins and a very nice weapon. So I queued up for a new game immediately. And once again, I spawned in very close to the departure building, luckily. So hopefully I'll be the first player to get there. So I got in the room, opened all the lockers and found my very first epic trinket. And though there was no weapon case this time, I couldn't complain. Because I extracted with 50,000 coins and my first trinket. On the third run, I spawned in 10 minutes late. But yet somehow the locker room was still not looted. Did people not know about this room? And again, another rare weapon from the crate. But no, that wasn't all. Because in this run, we got our second epic. And our third. And also a blueprint. So I headed out, and who would have thought that a raid I got into late would be the best one yet. After only 3 raids, we were up 140,000 coins. But that was also where my luck ran out, unfortunately. I spawned in 10 minutes late, once again, and this time, there was no loot left in the locker room. The 5th run, I spawned in way too late, once again, but decided to take the easy way out. Now I actually tried in the next 2 runs to go in without any gear whatsoever to see how easy it would be, and it turns out, in this method, you don't even need a weapon. Because there are no real threats. So I looted the lockers, got yet another epic, and extracted with almost 40,000 coins this time. So I went in again without any gear, just to see what would happen, and it went pretty good again. I got a rare weapon from the weapon crate, and not only that, also 30,000 too. And the number 8th run was pretty straightforward, as you can tell. And in the 9th run, we also spawned close to the building, headed the way. And inside of the locker we found another epic, as well as pretty much 40,000 coins. Now the last run was the most surprising to me, because I didn't even know this was possible. But we started out with an epic, and we got another epic. I thought we couldn't get more. I don't know how this was possible. It was a very lucky run. But we got 5 epics in one run. And we almost made 70,000 coins. So the 10 runs in Spaceport took me about 30 to 40 minutes, and we made around 320,000 coins. Which means that with this method, you can realistically make 1,000,000 coins in 1.5 to 2 hours of playtime. The second method is on the blue gate, and it's way harder. You want to make your way to the tunnels, turn on a computer puzzle, then go to a weapons crate, breachable room, and then another computer puzzle. And it usually takes around 10 minutes if you do it fast. Okay, so now we're on the blue gate, which is our location for the next 10 runs. And as it's probably very easy to see, this map has a very higher difficulty. Our goal is to get into the tunnels, and remember, you can't just get through it without a weapon in hand. Now let's go and find the computer so we can open a loot vault. So the computer turned red, so let's go further down, get some loot, and follow the red tracks on the wall. As of right now, I don't know if the color has anything to do with how good the loot is, but on this specific run, the red didn't give us the best loot, that's for sure. So I went further into the traffic tunnels. I ran up some stairs, some other stairs, and then I found out that the room was already looted. So I tried to get out with what I had, but the Arcs had other plans for me. So back on the blue gate for our second run. Let's hope that no one looted the room this time. So we turned on the computer. This time, we got the color blue. Downstairs in the locker, we also was lucky enough to get the anvil. But our luck did not stop there, because the blue vault blessed us with an epic. But it wasn't done there. The weapon case gave us an anvil blueprint. Now we just needed to get to the room. This time, the room was not looted. So I looted it, got yet another blueprint, and left. On the way out, yet another computer was able to be turned on, and I was blessed with another vault to open before extracting. And another anvil. And what a run this was. And as I thought it couldn't get any better, we got a renegade. And happy after the run, we got out to the tunnels and extracted. And what a run that was. 4 weapons, 1 epic, and 2 incredible blueprints. But these things could not be set for the next run, unfortunately. So we queued up another one, and this time we didn't join in late. So I did everything I could to make my way to the tunnels.
Start digging in your butt, Swin.
Oh my gosh.
Skip it up and down.
Hey,
And after some decent loot, I was lucky enough, once again, to be the first player to reach the breachable room. And inside of it, another anvil. It really occurred to me that though these runs took longer than the first method, the reward in terms of weapons was way better this way. And I really like that. I don't really care about the money anymore, it's more about the weapons. I would rather have a bunch of anvils than miscellaneous items. So we made it to the tunnels again, and I thought it couldn't get any better, but then my favorite weapon in the game dropped. Oh! Fortunately, the room was looted, but who cares when you have an osprey? Now after that successful run, I spawned in very late.
yes. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So in the 8th run, I spawned in at a perfect time, and I decided to make my way to the tunnels, obviously. I made my way through the arcs and into the breachable room.
Ready, mother?
Yeah, sure. We looted the room, and we got what we wanted the most. An osprey blueprint. In the next run, I got another renegade. Started to really like this method. I was just chilling while getting some of my favorite weapons for free, as well as getting some coin. And in our very last run on the blue gate, we got yet another osprey.
What the dog doing?
So the 10 runs on the blue gate took me about 1 hour and 10 minutes, and we made about 236,000 coins, which means that realistically, you would make 1 million coins in about 4 to 5 hours. But remember, this method gave us some really good guns. The last method is actually from a TikTok. You want to go to the map Buried City, then head to the Plaza Rosa building, jump in front of the roof, and then loot the whole building. And you can also do this in around 5 minutes per run. So I made my way onto the roof, crawled into the window, and in there I checked all the closets and drawers. Went downstairs, picked up the loot on the shelves, and extracted. Apparently with 4 other people. Hey guys. As you can see, the second one started out a bit more hectic. I immediately had a big flying rocket launcher on me. And to make the matters even worse, this guy decided to show up when I was just getting away. Okay. So back in, now on the third run.
Bruh.
And this time, everything was looted right away. So I just headed out instantly. Now on this run, I spawned far away from the house. And the arcs were already on me. So it didn't look too good. But I dealt with them and could now continue my way to the house. Okay, so let's try again. We spawned in 10 minutes late this time. So far, this seemed like the worst way to get loot, but I didn't give up. On the 6th run, we finally made it there, quickly enough to actually get the loot from the house. And I'm not gonna lie, this method seemed more and more disappointing, because it was the hardest to get to, yet the reward was the worst. At least so far. After the 8th run, I actually decided to wait for the nighttime raids to go into rotation. And here's what happened. If you don't know, the night raids give better loot, so let's see how it goes. I made my way into the house again, turned on the flashlight and began looting. But once again, nothing. Nothing really good went into my inventory. On the last run, we got some decent loot, but again, nothing crazy when it's a nighttime raid and we had the house for ourselves 2 raids in a row. And the 10 runs on Buried City gave us 131,000 coins, and it took about 40 minutes, which means that realistically, we could make about 1 million coins in 4 to 5 hours as well. So this method was definitely my least favorite of the 3.